Hello, Simplifiers. Diana with Diana Simplifies here. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fantastic. Um, the heater is cutting on and off. It is really cold here. For Tennessee, for Southwest Tennessee, it's very cold. So it's around, I think it's around 30 degrees, but the wind chill is something in the, probably around 20, I'm not sure. It was quite brisk today, as you can imagine, for us. So Mila has just started making a lot of noise. She was sleeping in the bed, now there's talking. I do have a bit of a life update that I'm going to put at the end because I know not everybody cares about this. This is a Dollar Tree haul, and so let's just get into it. I actually found some $5 toys at my store, and I thought they were adorable. And I didn't get everything. I only got 2 things, but they had some other stuffed animals that were cute besides the one that I got. They had some, they were actually kind of old-fashioned looking, almost like somebody had, it's not knitting, is not what I'm trying to say, but almost like the fabric. There was something old-fashioned about the fabric that I really liked, but I just didn't need another stuffed animal. But they had some dinosaurs, so that was pretty cool. And they just, to me, they looked old-fashioned, like something a grandma would make from like way back, from way back. But anyway, I'm going to show you the 2 $5 things first. So these were $5 items. We never have these, but somehow our stores, we don't have the bonus, the plus, whatever they call it. We don't have that area. But you can see the plus is what they call it. You can see this is a $5 item right there. It has that little plush thing. These were the ones that they had. That little unicorn was cute, but I immediately was drawn to this. This is a boba tea. I didn't really know what in the heck this was. I don't drink, I don't even really know what boba tea is. I know I'm out of it. I've heard of it, I just don't. I know they've got like makeup, boba tea makeup and stuff there. I just don't personally go to those places. I have no idea what it is. It's probably, can you make it at home too? If I can make it at home, I would try it. Although I cannot have any caffeine. We've learned I just can't have any. I get so wired that even if I have it at 10 in the morning, at 3 a.m., I'm just like, I could clean, I told my sister, I said, I could clean the entire house. I'm so wired at 3. I just can't, I'm not even tired. So I've had to just cut it out. Every time I try to have some. So anyway, it's squishy. These are like Squishmallows. It's the really nice squishy material. So I actually think I just bought this for me. I used to sleep with a stuffed animal every night. I did that for years and years of our marriage, and I finally weaned myself off of it. And then I saw this, and I was like, I might wean myself off of not having one. It's time for me to get back to this. Is this not sweet? So anyway, it's a really nice size. I do think it's worth the $5, and especially because it feels just like a Squishmallow. And it says on here, boba tea character. That's what clued me in, because I would have never known. And this little tag does come off. It folds, and then you can tear it off. So you can give it as a gift. It's perfect. All right, so that's one. The other one is adorable too. They had different things. It's called a Pudgy Pals. They had a puppy, a bee, a cow, or a unicorn. So those are things you can pick from. And then the cow, the coloring is weird. And I'm not gonna open this because and to show you the whole thing. Try to get his, there's another eyeball here. Yeah, there you can see his little eyeball. So he's got a little blue outfit on, he's pink. He almost looks like a pig to me. But he is I looked on here to make sure, he is a cow. So you can see, it's like that. But the puppy did not look like this. It was very weird. The puppy did not look, I think the puppy was green. It wasn't yellow, which it was cuter as the green color. So anyway, it says collect them all, cute chubby animals. It's also $5. It says plush, it's not plush, it's squishy. It's like a squish thing. Like a plastic kind of squish, like a squish ball. And this does come off, the $5 does come off, so that's great. So you can get that off that, because that is a gift for somebody. Got a friend who loves cows, I've talked about her before. So then I thought, I hate mailing stuff. At least that's not breakable. But I mean, it costs so much to mail anything these days. I don't even like to do it. Now remember I showed you this cute little tin and it had Joy on it. I got this at Dollar Tree. This was in a different haul. I got it for a client. So I started thinking, instead of giving her goodies, because she is diabetic and I don't want to, I know she eats desserts. I see her making muffins and stuff, but you know, people are strange. It may be that she thinks she's not eating that when she actually does. I don't know. I can't explain it with people, but so I feel like sometimes when I give people stuff, then they're like, you should have done that because I'm diabetic. So I'm not even going to go there. I decided I'm not putting that in there. I bought 2, or I actually tried this out at the store to see if these would work. These must have flown off the shelf. This is so pretty. I only saw one of these. This looks so cool to me. I would have almost got myself one. And I don't even really use these, but it sounds yummy. It's the Spothecary. It has pomegranate punch, glowing facial cleansing wipes. This does this all night. This is our bedroom. And it's really, I can sleep through most of it, but it's really annoying. With vitamin C, glycolic acid, and elderberry. Does that not just look scrumptious? Like, I like to drink this right here, right now. So there's 25 wipes in there. These are made in China, and it is the Global Beauty. Global Beauty makes these. So they have, I don't know about this exact one, but they have this brand at other more expensive stores. So $1.25 for this. This is also the Spothecary Glowing Vitamin C Facial Cleansing Wipes. 25 of those as well. And that is just, that's such a pretty, well, really they both are. They're both very just, I don't know, they're very attractive. So what I figured out was, I went and picked one of these up. They still had these at my store. So I was like, will it fit? And so I did this. Put the first one in, put this one on top of it. It looks like it's a little tall. Stuck the top on, it fits just fine. I'm gonna give her this. She likes these, I don't know if it isn't, I don't think she cares what type of wipes. I've seen her have different Global Beauty wipes that she's getting other places. She's not even getting them there, she's getting them other places. So I thought, I'll just get her 2 of these wipes because she uses them anyway, so why not? And I think she'll like these too. So they do fit in there, and it did fit back on. All right. Somebody showed this on their haul the other day. It's 2 individual face masks. It's by the Be Pure, and it looks like it should have come out a few weeks ago. It's like they were super behind it, but this looks so good to me. So I actually got this for my friend. I don't really do face masks. It'd probably be great fun. I don't know. It's just not something I do. I just wash my face and then put moisturizer on. So, but it shows you back here what to do. If you've never done one before, it gives you instructions. But I thought this was so cool. So there you go, pumpkin and marshmallow. Looks like a s'more, so exciting. Anyway, I think my friend will love that. Okay, and then I picked up another one of the hand soaps. I don't think I picked up the Rosemary Mint, and I may have. If I did, I've got 2 now. I cannot remember. I remember thinking about it, and I think I didn't ever pick it up, but they've got some Christmas scents. This is the Delta Home. I love these. It's 16 fluid ounces. I remember picking up the cedar one because it's more of a manly smell, and I have the cinnamon and clove. They still have that this year. There's a coconut, let's see, toasted coconut, and there might be a vanilla. So maybe they've got 5. I don't think I've ever seen 5 at once. It's usually like 3 or 4 different ones. So I do think there's 5 total. I do think there's a vanilla, or it might be vanilla sugar. Something like that. Anyway, these are great. I love them. So nothing else I can really say about them except I really enjoy those. I found these. I think these are so cute. It's a little bath puff poofs, but guess what's on it? So I got my friend one of these, Mandalorian. And so it's just really, it's soft like a little, well, it's not as soft as I thought. It's almost like a little, kind of like a Nerf ball, but a little bit firmer. But it's not adorable. So it's kind of small. It does have a little hanger on it. I think she's gonna love this. So same one I'm giving this to, get her that too. All right, and then I got 2 other ones. Y'all know my niece loves Stitch. I picked this one up and then I was like, oh, that one's cuter. And then I was like, well, I have to get, I don't know which one. I gotta give her, they're both cute. I gotta give her both of them. So she's getting, I thought I was finished with Christmas shopping for her, but apparently not. She's getting 2 of these. All right, so there's that. And then I have been seeing one of these, this one. I've seen people talking about the anti-wrinkle cream. Now this is made in China, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, made in China, and they're on this one, they're putting the price back here, which we love to see. I'm tired of that red thing on the front. I'm sick of it. Especially if it'll come off, I don't care. Extra Care Anti-Wrinkle Cream with AHAs and collagen. Compares to Pond's Rejuvenous. This is like flying off the shelves. I've hardly seen it because people have gone nuts over it. So it is 6 ounces, which is big. That's big for Dollar Tree. As far as, well, it's really big for a lot of stores. I mean, a lot of stores, your moisturizer is only 1.7 ounces. So the only problem is there's no seal. It does smell pretty good. It's kind of strong, so if you don't, it's not, I think it's just gonna depend on you. It's kind of strong. It's almost a little too strong for me, but it's not horrible. So I think I'm just gonna try just a teensy little bit on my hands. Now this one I may have to give away. I was in line and I was waffling. I was like, is that smell what is burnt? Because something was making my eyes burn, and I put away a shampoo, a brand new shampoo I'd never seen, which I really didn't need, but you know, I love to show y'all new things, and I was like, I know I'll use it eventually. Something was burning the crud out of my eyes, and I think it might be this. So this is also compared to Pond's dry skin cream, 6 ounces extra care dry skin cream. And it says down here to compare. So the ingredients must be about the same, pretty close, or it wouldn't be able to say that. And also the price is on the back again, and it's made in China. This smell, I think, yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to tolerate that smell. I'm gonna put a little bit on. Oh, that's firmer than I thought it was. For some reason, I thought that was like really squishy. I'm gonna put it on and see, so, and then I'm gonna have to wash it off. If it starts burning my eyes, I won't be able to sleep. Oh, it's burning my eyes. Yeah, something was kind of like making my face itch, and it wasn't even open. So it's like, that's pretty, something strong. So I don't know, I probably should have put, but I was gonna say, I was waffling around at the last minute. I was at the checkout and I was like, where can I lay this? And I hate doing that. So I was like, Dinah, just buy it and you can show it, and then you can just give it away if you can't use it, because I give stuff at that place all the time. So I can just stick it over there. I feel like it's kind of giving me, I get this weird thing when I'm allergic to something where it will make me itch right here, even if it hasn't touched me right here. It's something about the smell. I don't know what it is. It feels moisturizing enough. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to use it. I just have this feeling. Okay, I think that's everything. That is everything. So let's get into the life update, because I usually post something on Monday. I try, if I can't post a Monday motivation, which is a decluttering or a cleaning video for you guys. I try, if I don't do that, to do Dollar Tree or something, you know, just upload something. Well, Thursday we went to Thanksgiving at my parents'. As far as I knew, everything was fine. My sister, no kidding, my sister had talked to my mom Wednesday night. She said, I do not understand. She was fine when I talked to her. My mother is like this. And I'm kind of like this too. Like, we kind of hide illness. I can have a sinus infection that just goes on for months, and no one, and I will barely know I'm sick, and no one around me will know that I'm sick. And that's really unusual. If you know people who get sinus infections, they go to bed. I don't go to bed. I go to work every day. I don't take off any. I have to take off and go to a doctor because I've got an ENT I have to go see. So this is kind of, apparently we sort of have the same genetic makeup or whatever, of course I am her child, where we just don't really show sickness. So my sister, my dad didn't say anything about her being sick, which they wouldn't always tell me. There are things that happen. They go to emergency room without telling us, so you wouldn't necessarily know. That doesn't mean anything. But my sister had talked to her the night before, and then I met my sister outside. My niece got there, I got there first. My niece got there right behind me, and then my sister came later. And I met her walking up the sidewalk, and I'm like, something's not right with Mother. She's not well. She's not well at all. And she was having trouble walking really bad. Not just a little trouble walking, a lot. And she's on a walker, so she's already got mobility issues, but this was just like nothing I've ever seen. Like, something's not right. And probably, you know, like my niece was trying to help her, my husband was trying to help her, and I just kind of stood back. I don't know why I usually do everything with my mom. I'm the one that's there all the time that's helping. And my sister has her mother-in-law, and she's a nurse full time, and it's just, you know, very busy life. So I'm not saying a word about my sister. She can't be every, you know, we can only be in so many places. So I'm usually the hands-on with my mom. I take her to the doctor and I do these things. I just stood back. I let other people do things. It was the weirdest day. It was the weirdest day. Finally, I don't know how many hours this went on, maybe 2 or 3. She couldn't have lunch. She couldn't have lunch. She was too sick to do anything, literally too sick to do anything. They finally got her placed in a chair, and she sat there for hours. And then at some point she wanted to go back to bed. And I said, Mother, don't you think we should go to the ER? And you know what she said to me? She goes, why? As if nothing was going on. So I said, okay, now here's what I should have done. I should have called 911. And now that I've seen the EMS people, and I've met them, and they've seen her before, and they know my parents, because there have been issues before where they had to go to the ER. Now that I know this, the next time, I'm going to completely ignore anything she says to me, and I'm going to be 911. Yes, I need to talk to EMS. Thank you for connecting me. The next day, I called her. Now, we live about an hour and 15 minutes away. So I called, this was Friday. I called her and I said, so how you doing? And I'm trying to remember, I think she sounded pretty weak. Her voice is really weak anyway. It's just, there's so many problems, you know. You just get to a point where there's issues. And she's got sinus problems to where she has a hard time talking. So even on the phone, it's hard to understand her. And if she's sick, it makes it worse because she's weaker than usual, right? So her voice is kind of weak, and then she's sick, so it's weaker. So I felt like she sounded kind of weak, or too weak, you know. And I was like, well, I was wondering, did you want me to come over? Because I was, again, going to try to maybe talk her into going somewhere. Well, I got there. Oh, I forgot to say this. She had perked, at one point during Thanksgiving, she had perked up and seemed somewhat normal. It's so weird, y'all. It is, health issues are so weird. They're so weird. At one point, she was walking really good, like out of nowhere. I told Spencer, I said, I don't know what's going on. Like now she seems like she's walking just fine. Maybe not perfect, but she's on a walker, so it's never perfect. But you know, maybe not as perfect, maybe not as good as usual. But just like out of the blue, she's walking, seemed to be fine. So I drove over there. I told my husband, I said, I'm gonna pack a bag. She said I can come, which that's another thing. Even if she said I shouldn't come, I think I should have gone anyway. Whether she said I could or not, I should have just gone. Should have called 911 the day before, but anyway, too late for that now. So I told Spencer, I said, I'm packing a bag. I do not have a good feeling about this at all. I get there. Okay, she really didn't eat on Thanksgiving at all. She was very sick. She was almost like throwing up. It was insane. She was in a lot of pain. My sister's a nurse. My niece is a CNA. My niece said, I think this trying to come up is because she's in so much pain. I was like, okay, where'd all this pain come from all of a sudden? Like, where is this pain coming from? Like, she does have back issues, but all of a sudden, where is this coming from? It's very strange. The whole thing was strange. So I was like, I'm just packing a bag. I just think it's going to be best. Well, thank God that I packed the bag because I get there, she's eating, she seems happy. I'm like, well, this is good. This is good. At some point, I noticed she had my dad had left the room. This is just, it gets crazier. My dad had left the room. They've got a sort of a newer wing in the house. The house isn't ginormous, but there's a newer wing. And so he's off into a different wing where their newer bedroom, it's been there for like 30 years, but their newer bedroom is off into a different wing of the house. Kind of like us. We kind of have I'm a long way from Spencer right now. Our house is spread out. It's just on one floor, but it's just spread out. So just kind of like that. So he was off over here. He had no idea anything was going on. She starts having breathing problems. And so I was like, don't you think, so I didn't say the ER. I said, don't you think we should go to Quality Care, which is a place that we've gone several times. They're really good and very helpful. But I figured if I could get her there, they would be like, you need to go to the ER. And that's all I needed. I just need somebody to tell her she got to go to the ER. Somebody, not me. And she's like, no, I have this problem a lot. And I'm like, what? I'm here quite a bit. I've never seen you ever with a breathing problem, not like this. She's told me before, she's told the doctor when I've been there that she has shortness of breath. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen her have a breathing problem like this. So she's like, no, I just need to lay down. Why did I listen? I don't know why I listened. No idea. Well, then I'm in there talking to my dad because I'm about to leave and go run an errand for them. They needed something, and it was getting dark, so I was gonna go get it done. And then I can barely hear her. He hears her calling me. I'm in this wing with him, and she's in this other wing. And I said to her, just a minute, because I thought she just needed to tell me something about, because I'm going somewhere, because she gets like that, like, get a little flustered, need to tell me extra things, and you need to do this and this. So I thought, oh, just a minute, I'll be there. The breathing problem had gotten worse, and so what she wanted from me was to call. No, she said, we need to go to the hospital. And I said, you know what, because breathing problem, not me. I said, you know what, I'm going to call 911. That's what I'm going to do right now. They hooked me up with EMS. Very seamless process. We got there. They got there. They know her. Like I said, thank God they know her. Dad and I went separately to the ER. Dad's 93. Did I mention that? She's 90. Dad's 93. It's dark. I said it takes him a while to get it together. He's kind of slow. I mean, he's 93. He's already, before that he was slow. So it's taking him a while to get it together. And I said, you know what? Because I had this little errand I was gonna run that I thought it needed to be done. And I said, it's gonna take them a while to get anything done and to get me back there. I'm just gonna stop at Kroger, do y'all's little errands. It won't take me long. And then Kroger's close to the hospital. Listen, I stopped at Kroger. It doesn't take me long to do anything. I don't think I was there 20 minutes, if that. When I got to the hospital, and Dad said, you're going to wait for hours before you get to do it, before you get to go back. That's not how this happened. I did not sit down for 5 minutes and they were calling me, and I was like, you're calling me now? I mean, Dad had me, I thought I was going to sit there for 3 hours. Called me back. They had already started running tests on Mother. It's like they had run it. They'd done a chest x-ray, they'd done the blood work. I think they COVID, flu, whatever. They'd done something. I forget what all. Oh, they had her hooked up to all the heart stuff because the breathing problem. They had her hooked up to oxygen, which I'm not sure maybe when she had a surgery before she might have needed that. But I don't recall that for sure. But as far as just like normal daily life, she's never needed oxygen ever. She doesn't have COPD, she doesn't have any of that. Of course, it's concerning because you're thinking heart problem. Well, apparently I think the infection caused all of this. So she had an infection in her blood. Sorry, I'm just like, what is it called? It's like a blood infection. And somebody mentioned sepsis. They have not said sepsis to me. Now, I think if it wasn't that, it was trending that direction. So I'm not going to say she doesn't have sepsis, but that word did not come up. So if you're a medical person and you know for sure that's what it is, I tried looking it up and it wasn't clear to me that it was sepsis, but I did not argue with the person that said it. I was just like, it doesn't, listen, it's bad. It didn't matter what it was called. Just frankly, it doesn't make any difference. Sepsis or not, it's bad, it's all bad. So she's doing really good as far as responding to the medication. So this has been now, you'll be seeing this on Friday. We went to the ER last Friday, so it's been a week. So right now it's Thursday night. She's not doing well as far as like all she does is sleep. They keep coming in like, oh, she's responding great to the drugs. Like, why is she not feeling any better? I mean, to me, she feels worse. I can't tell she's improving. And by the way, this hospital's been great. I'm very impressed. She's got a hospitalist who's an internist. He's amazing. She's got I can't remember, infectious disease. She's got that lady, Dr. Rainey. She's really good. I've never met the cardiologist. Man, the cardiologist gets there at like 8 in the morning. I'm like, sorry, not an 8 o'clock person. I got there at 8:30 today. I still never saw him. So I guess she didn't remember. See, this is the thing. She didn't remember seeing him, which was weird because usually she says, oh yes, I saw him. And he's like Nigerian, so he stands out. He's not just your normal average, normal looking person. He's very dark, So I feel like she'd remember seeing him. Although there were some issues when I got there today, so maybe she would not have. She told my dad some stuff that I said, you can't believe what she says. Because what she told him, nobody's given me any ice all day because they give you the little container with the ice. Not true. I was there, the lady brought her ice. So she probably didn't even know. She kind of knows what day she does. She'll usually ask me like, what is the day or whatever. But she's really lethargic. And this is the only thing that's really irritated me with these people. Have been very nice. They're all very nice. They're all very competent, qualified, whatever. The nurses are great. They call them, instead of CNAs, they call them PCT, what is it, like personal care, something, tech, I don't know. Patient care. Yeah, that's it, patient care. I guess they want a nicer name. We all know they're CNAs. But anyway, they've all been great. We've had a couple nurses I didn't love, but I haven't run anything terrible yet. It's all mostly been, which I'm shocked. It's been really good for the most part. But she's just not getting better. But what was really, as far as she's getting better, like there's no infection showing up anywhere. They look at these blood cultures for days. So that's why she's still there. She's going to go to rehab. She can't walk anymore. She couldn't walk really when she got there. It was, by the time she got there, she was, she could walk. She walked to the bed and got in bed, and I helped her. But things went downhill from there. You know how that goes. Because by the time she laid in the hospital for a day, that's all, plus all the medicine. So, Yeah, she's sleeping all the time. She's weak. I'm feeding her, and listen, I live an hour and 15 away. It's crazy. My sister has come a few times. She's coming as much as she can, but she works full time. She's a full time nurse. It's very long hours. You know, it's worse than what I do. I haven't worked any. I did. I cleaned their house a little bit, but as far as like working, I'm not been working. Um, I have to go cut her food. It's like these people are in the hospital. What are y'all doing? Are any of these, how many people in the hospital are capable of eating carrots this big? Like, that's not even safe. Like, cut this stuff up. So I'm having to cut up every single thing. If they don't give her like mashed potatoes, and mashed potatoes is one of the easiest things, and some of the little cut up fruit, like the little cut up canned peaches, or the little cut up, today she had canned pears. She can eat that okay, but most of the stuff I'm having to spend all this time cutting. It's like, am I the only person here with a family member who cannot eat a carrot that is this, a sliced carrot that's this big? Like, let's make things smaller for a little bite size, so we can just put it on a fork or on a spoon. You know, it's crazy. It's just crazy to me. Like, every day when I'm chopping up food, I'm like, who here does not? I mean, I've been in the hospital before. You're about, if you're there, you're about half dead. If you're getting better, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? You feel terrible when you're in the hospital. Who feels like cutting this stuff up? She does not. So anyway, I talked to the rehab lady. The rehab lady is the only person who's been straight with me. I've heard doctors and nurses tell me, the nurse, when I got there, she's like, I think she's going to rehab tomorrow. I was like, I've heard this every day. Stop saying it. The rehab lady came in to talk to us, and she said, oh no, she's not going today. She's no telling when she'll go. They're still looking at blood cultures. They're still gonna look at another urine. They actually, we think it came from a UTI. They're actually telling us that there was no infection in her urine. I don't think they know this. I know this, and some of the nurses way back know this. She was retaining urine when she got there, which meant she was not going. So the test they gave her, she had already, by the time they got urine out of her, they had to do a catheter. So by the time they got urine from her, the test that they ran was a day later, after she'd already had at least one bag of IV antibiotics. Might that not have messed up the urine test? Because a bag of antibiotics is very strong. So within 2 days, it had cleared up, 2 or 3 days, it had cleared up her blood cultures. It was not showing up any bacteria in them. So if 2 or 3 bags could clear that up, then 1 bag could clear up the urine. So I'm thinking it was a UTI. I keep thinking I need to tell them, but some days I get to talk to them and some days I don't. Like, I have not gone to talk to the internist in 2 days, which is really unfortunate. I had a dentist appointment today, so at 12, I left really super early. I got there 8:30. At 12, I was out the door because I had to go to that appointment. So my dentist is very busy. He's a great guy, a friend of mine, but I did not want to cancel that because I was supposed to go in November, and I was like, no, Thanksgiving's not good with me with my work schedule. That's just not going to work for me. So we pushed it to December, and I'm like, I'm not pushing it anywhere else. I'm going. And she did eat 2 good meals today. I saw that she'd eaten about half a breakfast, and then I got her to eat over half a lunch. She ate a lot of lunch. So I was like, okay, even if she doesn't eat supper, if nobody cuts anything and she can't physically do anything, I feel good about that. She ate 2 good meals, and they can bring her Boost, and she will drink the Boost. So that's my life update. That's why I haven't been around. I'm just filming this right now, and hopefully just go ahead and I don't think I'm gonna edit anything. I'm just gonna pop it up. So whatever I've said, I've said. And it may be, my mother would croak if she knew that I was putting this on YouTube, because I also put just a little update on Facebook, and like, we're not supposed to be talking about it. So I'll probably let y'all watch this for a while, and then I'll just remove, because I don't want her to run across it. She's not well enough to watch right now, but occasionally, I know she watches it once in a blue moon, not very often, but if she gets on YouTube, it might pop up, you know how that goes. So I'll probably just let this go for maybe a week, and then but she's going to rehab. I don't think, or I don't know when, but I don't think she's going to feel like doing iPad when she gets to rehab either. So I think I'll have a few days for sure. So I'm just hoping that she improves. I would appreciate your prayers, because I am questioning if she's going to improve. I really, really am questioning. I'm talking to my dad about it.
So I think he needs to be prepared because I'm just not seeing a lot of. I understand they're saying her blood cultures look fine, but as far as like her improving, I'm not seeing it. So I don't know. It's concerning. Love you guys.